Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Table and Plate Project Delta podcast. Each place has its own culture and vibe, and you're joining me, Dr. Ellen Harris, as I learn, explore, discover, experience, and talk about food and culture in the Mississippi Delta. It's a rainy Sunday afternoon this January 24th, and I want to share that I had an epiphany this past week, y'all. In the shower, no less. First, a bit of TMI. For those old schoolers like me, that stands for too much information. But anywho, the shower is where I hold my pity parties or have amazing revelations. For my pity parties, I boo-hoo, get all the tears out, shower, refresh, and regroup. For my revelations, glorious thoughts come to mind, and that's what happened on Monday, January 18th. And what was it? I realized that I am the Table and Plate Project Delta. When I first created the concept of the project, a friend said, "Isn't that too narrow a focus?" Without hesitation, I said, "No. I'm new to the Delta, and I'll be sharing lessons learned about it. I'll talk in person to folks and blah, 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 blah." Well, COVID-19 put a kibosh to that. But in essence, I am learning lessons about food, culture, the diaspora, community, and me. And my home base is the Mississippi Delta. Therefore, I am the project. And what I learn and experience, I'll share with whoever cares to go along this journey with me. I believe this revelation came to me because I've been mentally blocked in some respects by this pandemic and its self-imposed isolation from community. You see, being public health trained, I've pretty much followed the safety rules. Not 100%, but significantly. Like so many, I've had to regroup and rethink my plans. I canceled and put off things in the beginning, because it's what you did, were supposed to do, or had to do. 10 months later, after truly recognizing, adapting, living this pandemic life, bit by bit, you do what you gotta do, have to do, need to do. At least that's how my mind works. Now, at times, I'm slow, and it takes me a while to rationalize things this way. By that I mean, I could never be a comedian because my timing is off. I'm also usually the one that doesn't get the joke's punchline or don't know the latest slang or acronym. Case in point, I learned what drip meant after all the hoopla over the inauguration fashion. Hell, I didn't even know that's what folks were talking about until I saw the word in black and white. Anywho, that's why it makes sense that I am the Table and Plate Project Delta. I got a lot of learning to do about this place, its culture, its food ways, and how I will live it, add to it, and be a part of it. About a week ago, I finished Happiness Becomes You by Tina Turner. Lots of sage wisdom from an 80-plus-year-old. I listened to it through Audible, but now I want to buy the hard copy to touch, feel it, reread, and bookmark certain parts. I was telling a friend about the book, and we got on the subject of happiness and contentment. Towards the end of our conversation, I told her how earlier in the day I'd run out to my garden to pick some cabbage collards and how I had to rush because of the rain steadily coming down. It's rainy season right now, y'all. At least that's what I call it, because it rains incessantly. As I was telling her my little story, I was looking at my bowl of cabbage collards on my kitchen island, which is actually my grandmother Ma Tank's dining room table that I had raised in order to have a place for it in my new house because there's no formal dining room. My friend said, "Damn, that's happiness, contentment. You can walk out your house to your garden, pick some greens, bring them into the house, cook and eat them." I smiled deep, deep in my soul because she was absolutely right. I probably won't have a pity party in the shower for a whole month because of that exchange. After ending the call, I cut up and cleaned the cabbage collards. I seasoned and cooked them. The most amazingly beautiful part, they aren't cooked to death. They're tender but firm, and there's a sweetness to the taste of them. No sugar was added. The sweetness comes from knowing I grew them. That's my Table and Plate Project Delta lesson learned this week. Take care, y'all.